Now that the GRE is done, we should now focus our attention to the MS application part. For most of us, this is going to be a new thing because we are familiar with the centralized admission process, which is the popular one back in India. And this MS application part is somewhat new. The most important thing to remember is that our admission depends not on the marks secured in one particular exam, but the entire application package that we present. Okay, let's start by discussing what the application package and its elements actually showcase. First, there's the GRE. It reflects our critical thinking, analytical writing, verbal reasoning, and quantitative reasoning skills that have been acquired over the years. TOEFL. TOEFL represents our English language proficiency in terms of listening, reading, speaking, and writing. The resume provides a glance at our career profile. It showcases our skills, our competencies, our achievements, our contributions to the academic and professional spheres. The transcripts provide a complete glance at your performance in the bachelor's and the courses that you have taken, which would be the prerequisites for the master's program. The letters of recommendation represent how certain important individuals in our professional and academic life view us as a person, a student, a colleague, or a professional. Lastly, the statement of purpose. This document or the essay holds up all these elements together and in turn gives us an opportunity to show who we are, what we want, and why we want it. In short, we are stating our purpose to pursue a master's degree. So how to proceed? The day that you give your GRE and have a desired score in hand, from that day onwards, your application process actually begins. Order your transcripts first because it's a long lead item. It would approximately take 3 to 4 weeks depending on the university, and it is better to acquire them early on. Okay, selecting your universities. I believe it is better to go in a structured manner with a systematic approach to select universities. We require a lot of data to make an informed decision regarding which university to select. The first step is to prepare a spreadsheet where we have all the data available. Start by searching for your desired programs in different universities. Also pay attention to other master's programs which have similar coursework and offer the same employment opportunities afterwards. On the first column, write down all the programs that you wish to apply for. On the second column, write down the corresponding universities. On, let's say, the adjacent columns, start adding the following data. First, the application deadlines and the financial deadlines for that program. Please make sure to apply before these deadlines so as to increase our chance for being considered for a scholarship. Next, the university ranking for that program. Refer to US News, QS rankings, or Yocket to get this data. Make sure that this ranking is for the master's program and not for the university. Total tuition and fees. Use the tuition calculator provided by the universities to find this figure. Also check the I-20 amount for that program, which would give us an idea about the living expenses and the amount that we have to show for the F1 visa. Average GPA, GRE, and TOEFL scores required for that program. Universities will usually provide this figure, and if not, then refer to Yocket and check out the past profiles of students who got into those programs or universities. Required number of letters of recommendation. Usually the university will ask for 3 LORs. Usually all 3 are academic or 2 academic and 1 professional. Average class size of the program. This figure is essential because a bigger batch strength would mean a cutthroat internal competition for securing internships, on-campus jobs, and difficulty in scoring a high GPA. A high class strength is alright for programs offered by business schools, but not for STEM programs. Salary outcomes. Every good university will publish these figures. It usually is stated in terms of the minimum, the maximum, the 25th and the 75th percentile, or the mean value. Please focus on the mean value while making a decision. The university will also post the list of companies that actually hire their students for internships or jobs. Just take a glance through it. 3 professors from that particular program whose research interests coincide with your career objectives. These details would be required for the statement of purpose. And that's it. We have enough data to compare universities and then make an informed decision for the final selection. So the final selection is going to be based on our GPA, the GRE and TOEFL scores, our financial capacities, and the potential returns on investment from that particular program. Based on all these details, we can now start categorizing universities into 3 groups. First, the dream universities. These are universities that are highly aspirational and competitive for our profile to get selected into. They are usually the top 10 ranked universities for the selected programs. However, there is still a small chance of getting selected in these universities based on the subjective criteria of our application package, such as the internships that have been done, or the work experience that we have had, or the projects that have been carried out till now. Moderate universities. These universities are usually the next top 10 universities for that particular program. These universities are likely to select us based on our profile and the whole application package that we present. For these universities, we actually meet the GPA, GRE, or the TOEFL score requirements. The students admitted in these universities showcase a similar profile to ours. Safe universities. These universities make sure that you would definitely get a master's admission in US for the semester that you are applying for. The rationale behind having safe universities is that if the dream universities or the moderate ones reject your application, then you have a fallback option and not have to wait another, let's say, semester or a year to apply. Okay, so this was the gist of the application process and methodology for selecting universities. Do visit the links that I have provided in the description. In the next video of this series, I wish to cover the essentials of the statements of purpose and the letters of recommendation. Do like the video and comment on what else is required on my part and how I can improve these vlogs. Subscribe and follow me for more such content. Okay, why am I making these videos? When I decided to pursue a master's degree, I did not know how to proceed. I was looking at different sources for guidance, and in most of the cases, they were incomplete or could not provide me a right direction. There is a quote that says, "Those who don't know history are destined to repeat it." In my case, I committed a lot of mistakes during this application process. I wish that others don't do the same thing when applying here on. I promise one thing, that the guidance that I am providing is based on my past experiences and a robust research that I'm conducting before shooting these videos.